Alliance, absolutely, 3 members of Goon Squad. They did, very well in Divisions 2s in the past. But now with Chuan and Ponlo, how is it all going to sort of gel together? And is it going to gel together? So that's going to be the question.
Don't do that, bro,
Yeah,
please.
it's crazy. Like, he just hasn't been around. Like he was sort of on these like big upcoming C teams for a while, and he's been on a pretty big break when it comes to actually like playing competitive Dota. I didn't really realize how long it had actually been, but he hasn't played any officials since TI10 for Fnatic.
That's a while ago. That's a long time ago.
That's a long time ago. He basically took an entire DPC off.
All right.
But he was on the grind, the hard MMR
For
grind, just like cruising in C, looking for the right opportunity and the right team. And I will say a lot of his heroes are definitely in meta right now. I think about Chuan, I think about the Ember, I think about the Puck. I think those heroes have looked pretty good lately. And we had a couple Storms popping off today too. So yeah, I think he's in a pretty good spot to make his comeback.
Let's see what he's going to be able to do here today against Monaspa. Already both teams line up this bounty room. We'll see if they want to engage. Right, Desire and Scarlet want to take this on. 2 new members of Alliance. They'll be able to secure that and set up for the lanes. I mean, overall, he's sort of touching upon with the Enigma pick from S4. For him, it's going to be about the summons, the pressure he's going to be able to put on with the Eidolons. I mean, that pressure, it's going to be coming from both sides of the map, right? With his carry nature's profit. If Alliance get a sort of these early fights under control, they're going to be taking your map over pretty quickly.
Yes, yeah, they definitely are, and that comes back to the problem of this this general concept that they have on Monaspa of like, we press 3 ultis, someone's definitely gonna die. Stampede, Global, and Lasso. Like, surely we get a kill during that, right? But those are some cooldowns. It's a lot of long cooldowns you have to work with, and there's not a lot of cooldowns that we have to pay attention to on the side of Alliance. Perhaps the biggest one will be Black Hole, but again, we're not really looking at that as his major tool this game on the Enigma. And so if they make mistakes, if they don't get kills with these big cooldowns, Alliance will be extremely quick to punish your structures from that.
Let's have a look, see the lane set up. Something mid lane. Eyes on trying to see how well he can do. Obviously, in terms of the draft, he knew what he was picking into. So, clock in this matchup. As you see at the top there from our partner esportsbet.io. Obviously, favouring sort of the names of Alliance, really, and the brand of Alliance there with the odds. Considering this one to be a bit of a tougher game for Monaspa. All in all, I would say I probably would agree with. As I said before the game, I expect big things from this Alliance squad. This should be a pretty good Division 2 league for them.
Yeah, hopefully they're coming into this with some confidence as well, and that'll translate into some solid gameplay here as Ponlo takes a couple hits there, but I think this lane is pretty interesting too with the Enigma and the Dark Willow, because I think a lot of the benefits of the Enigma is giving the early rotation to the support, so they can like rotate to the mid lane pretty freely, but not so easy on the Dark Willow, as Ponlo also just getting beat up and punished here by Silencer. Oh, he's dead!
Oh, there we go. First blood for Spartan. Stepping up a little too far there, Ponlo, not respecting the amount of damage. Level 2 Silencer could kick out with the the curse and the last word. No messing around with the glaives here. Having those 2 spells to throw down on a Willow. It's not going to be fun to play anywhere near.
No, that was 400 damage just right up. That is very hard to handle at level 2. Only from a Silencer, and Ponlo immediately is just right back at it. Runs right back towards the small camp as he has to try and get these waves back towards his Enigma.
Spartan will be getting that additional mana sent out ASAP so he can go for another round and just dropping those 2 spells out onto the squishy support. Going to be the other side of the map, Charlie. Been able to get the creeps met here in a bit of a deep spot. Desire's able to do about this to try and mess around with it, but not too easy to get near the Prophet with the Treant standing guard.
Yeah, and saving a point there as well on Charlie too. So sometimes, obviously, you can always go back home if you need to just juice yourself back up there, come back to the lane if it's a little bit dangerous. But what we're seeing a lot lately from these safe lane Prophets is a really early rotation into another lane. Maybe you get a kill opportunity in that bottom lane. He can just TP in and go right back to the top lane and keep farming if he still has lots of regen and lots of space in the lane. Plus, there's also a tree on his team, so I'd say he's feeling pretty comfortable in this situation. Fortunately, it is a Morph lane down bottom, so it's not a very easy hero to just like harass and then convert into a kill, since his HP pool like moves around so much. It's you know, it's not as simple as just like, we have worn this hero down to 30%. Be ready for a TP Nature's Prophet.
No, for sure. Yeah, I think the lane that, you know, Monaspa's going to have to bear in mind the most for where he could be popping in, Charlie, is definitely that mid lane. You know, this is a situation where it's a game that the Bat Wish he's not going to find opportunities to really be able to dive in and play aggressive onto Chuan. You know, A, because Chuan's a puck, and B, because, as you say, Charlie will be ready to TP over and simply be able to provide that extra +1 in the early stages.
Bit of a miss there on the attempted telekinesis into a stomp, but mostly just controlling space here for Skylark, happily farming away here, and also you can see Chuan also happily farming the mid lane is Wish not having the best start on the bat, sort of to be expected. The hero doesn't farm that great, even with all the changes, sticking napalm and everything when it comes to the initial waves. I find some Bat Rider players are stronger than others, though, when it comes to that, right? Like this, using the sticky napalm for the last hits. I feel like people are finding ways to win these matchups that traditionally we're seen as a bit harder, but speaking of winning a matchup.
See them make another go. This time it's on to S4, the two of them, Nande and Spartan, causing issues for Alliance's bottom lane. The impact that Spartan's been able to have at the start will go down with the Eidolons, but honestly, I'd say he's not too bothered about that. Was able to participate in getting a kill on the enemy offlaner, and he was out of mana anyway. This is just going to give him a chance to reboot and return to the lane.
Yeah, he gets to play Courier and bring half of the treads. Oh, actually, the rest of the treads to the Morphling. There you go.
That's a win-win all around. You know, tactical death there from Spartan, he'll tell you. Top lane, Charlie. Also getting gone on here. They're able to close the gap. Doing his best to juke around the trees, but Desire's going to be able to find it. Another kill in the side lanes here for Monaspa.
This time they succeed on the toss into the stomp. Slowing down Nature's Prophet. That's excellent. Now he doesn't necessarily have the easy rotation for a kill, and that's coming into the level 6 as well in Chuan in the mid lane on the puck too. So this was sort of the situation he was hoping to stay alive for. And again.
Ooh, and that's going to hurt. As soon as he was back to the lane, he's back to the base S4, and that's going to mean he's out of the lane without a chance to TP back in. His TP, yeah, it's still very fresh on cooldown, 30 seconds that he can't get straight back to that tower. So that was a very rough death there for S4. And now they're going to look over towards Ponlo as well. See if they can quite get him. The curse is going to bring him low. Oh, he's going to pop. That's another one. This bottom lane has been a bit of a dream here for Nande and Spartan, as they are just getting kill after kill after kill. Well, 4 kills already in this bottom lane for them. And at this point, I mean, S4's making the walk back down there, but it's going to be a very scary place for him to show his face.
Yeah, the walk of shame is painful right now, and you know you have a puck who's just sitting on coil. You know, you're hoping like, oh, maybe my Dark Willow will rotate mid and we can do something, or I can catch a rotation on the side. Well, it's tough when your cores are just dropping like flies in the side lanes to find someone to play with.
Yeah, very much a rough start down there. I mean, you see sort of the result of it as well. You know, Spartan, he's, you know, at the higher level than S4 in terms of XP wise, you know, about half a level ahead. S4 is going to continue to hover around the tower and try and clean up what gets pushed into him, but Nande is a morph. You get a lot of easy denies here against the Enigma, as you're seeing. 44 and 19 on the CS for Nande. This is a complete free lane for the Morphling. It's ended up being here for Nande.
It's crazy. He's almost level 6 right now. Prophet is level 4. Just for reference, guys. This is not a great start. He'll be 5 soon, but like Skylark is also closing in on level 6. And this is great because like Puck typically has really free rotations as a hero, right? It's very easy for Puck to help set up for the cores. Bat Rider sometimes needs a little bit of help, obviously before like the Boots of Travel, before the Blink Dagger, you're a bit slower. And he's going to have that help in the side lanes. He's going to have some quick stampedes, just that little bit of the Morphling edge that you can get from jumping forward. That's enough to help a Bat Rider secure these kills. And for now, I wish he's just getting stacks. Something else that Alliance haven't been able to get going because their side lanes are just too busy with heroes.
Yeah, it's so much weight on Chuan to get stuff done. He's going to be able to pick up the Arcane Rune. He'll drop the Dream Coil here and attempt onto Wish, but it's only Hansken really to help out. And between the two of them, I only have not nearly enough damage to get anywhere close to threatening Wish. And now, in fact, Chuan might be in trouble himself as Spartan's headed over. They've got the curse upon Chuan. Chuan's not going to even be able to jump out. The curses of the silence are far too much for him to deal with. This easy stampede, of course, being thrown out from 11 to allow him to close the gap. Monaspa really starting to run away with this early game. Something that Alliance's draft just, it doesn't seem it's going to be able to be that easy for them to recover against. You know, their lineup, it kind of feels like they wanted to be the ones in the driving seat.
Yeah, the Morphling is just punching you back while still farming your Eidolons right now. Not a great sign. All 3 cores of the Radiant are top of net worth and last hits. Just the best you can imagine. They're taking your jungle farm right now as we speak, so can't even catch him there because he's got no coil left. They're going to be searching for answers. They need a huge play off of the first Wrath of Nature. This spell, still ridiculous, could easily wipe off Nande if he's not careful. I feel like that's what they got to go for here.
Oh, we'll see what they can do. Charlie and Chuan, as you say, the playmaker, but bottom lane, S4. It's just, it feels like it may no longer be the place to be down here. That's another death down on this bottom half of the map. It just feels like he's given so much up to Nande's morph here. 3 deaths now down on the bottom lane from S4.
Well, hopefully he can just keep it at 3 and it won't be D4, I guess. Yeah, it'd be a little typo. They're next to each other on the keyboard, you see. That's how it works. Okay, but Alliance, Tome coming out soon, right? Dark Willow. Okay, big damage with the Bedlam. We're fishing for answers here right now, but that's really all they can do.
Nice tough start, yeah.
You really don't want to be like dropping towers here either. I guess that's one thing. The tower pressure isn't too crazy right now from Monaspa. You do have a tree who's going to be healing, but you also have a Vanguard Centaur. So one thing, obviously, this hero can just like sit in the waves, doesn't care.
S4.
Oh no.
I think this might... He's got a black hole, but it ain't looking great, Trent.
No, the last word is just owning this fucking silencer.
Yeah, Spartan, he is having a beautiful game. 4-1-3 on this silencer. I mean, you know, you probably had it in your pub. Sometimes you get these guys playing the mid silencer, and Spartan's doing so much more than you're in a mid silencer from the support position. You know, 4-1-3, he's pretty much killing everybody across the map. He's the true terror right now for Alliance.
Yeah.
This silencer turns up within range of you. You need to get the hell out of there.
And up top right now, Wish, like S4, you know, he's seen this one before. Oh, Wish was so close. He almost found himself Hanskin, but a hasted Bat Rider TP'd on with the Boots of Travel, trying to catch the tree, but we'll never get them. Hopefully they can get Spartan, but he's juking and jiving.
Oh, look at him. You can't catch this man. And even if you got on top of him, he's got the 6. He's got the global ready to pop. I think he can walk wherever. Oh, no, not again. This time TPs are coming in. Alliance making sure that S4 does not die again. They will be able to react and stop Spartan and Nande being able to dive in and pressure S4 once again. Oh, I say, well, okay, never mind, Nande. He still tries to go for it. They're waveforming in under the tower. Of course, he should be perfectly fine to walk this one off. But it really just goes to show how terrifying of a spot this bottom lane is now around that tier 1 tower. It doesn't feel like a safe space. S4, he's stepping down the lane, but TPs are coming over. S4, he's incredibly low. Wish he's just going to be able to walk on top of him with the lasso. He's dead again, Trent.
I'm honestly just surprised that he used lasso. I guess just double checking that there wasn't going to be like a Bedlam or something, or sorry, a Terrorizer or something there from Ponlo, so I might as well make sure that you're getting the kill. But yeah, this is a horrific start.
It's rough. Yeah, 5k lead, 12 minutes in, and you know, Monaspa doing it. The biggest thing with his Morphling, right? Nande, he's on the Morph, he's up there in the top 3 with the rest of his cores, and honestly, unless Monaspa make big mistakes, this is a sort of a setup that the Morph, he should win this game kind of 10 out of 10 times.
Yep. You know who? I don't even think we have talked about Desire this entire game. He did like 2 telekinesis throws to his Centaur. The lane was 1, and he has just been filling in the gaps, picking up random farm. Maybe he dies?
There we go. Let's see if they can get this pick up onto Skylark. They will. Alliance able to make the move. Not going to let Skylark get away with farming their jungle, and we'll be able to have a bit of a kickback there. And they are still managing to maintain hold of their mid-tier 1 tower. They've got the heals from the Trent. They'll be able to get that back up. S4, though, he's trying to find some space, a little bit of peace to farm his Ancients. But Monaspa, they find him again. They step up into the triangle. They are just not... They're going full in on S4.
Wrath of Nature. Desire took the kill.
Oh, there you go. And in the mid. Oh, my goodness. It's not getting any better here for Alliance. 13 minutes in, the deaths continue to roll in. This is not what Alliance wanted to have come out here with their debut in this Division 2 with this new lineup, Trent.
No, it certainly isn't. Now Skylark hunting, smoked up here with a Blink Dagger. Gonna find Charlie. Needs some help, though, with the damage.
Now, needs time, of course, as well, Charlie. Going this Midas build, he's not going to be able to offer up too much at all outside of that ultimate for quite some time as the Nature's Prophet. Alliance, they've got to find some sort of way to slow down Monaspa. But the kills, they just continue to come in here as Skylark and Desire, they catch out Ponlo.
There's really not a time this gets any better, guys. The only way this gets better is if they can keep trying to get these kills with like Coil and Bedlam. I mean, you saw the damage on the Centaur. It's like 900 damage or something from the Dark Willow. Like, she does have the damage to bring down any hero in those situations, but that's going to require isolated Lizards, and I don't think we're going to see them too split up anymore. That's
in the mid. You see here, they're actually able to get the jump onto Tron. He was not prepared at all for that one. In with the lasso, instantly catching him. They'll step over towards Hansken with the fear of Ponlo to buy some space here for Hansken to step back, and that will allow him to escape. S4, it's coming in with a wraparound, and he does have a black hole ready. He's trying to step up Fred. He's able to lay it down here. Catches the two of them. Allows him to kill off Skylark, Desire, and they'll also be able to find Wish. That's a little bit of life there from Alliance, as they are able to kick back a bit.
Oh, so desperately needed too, and the fact that S4 is getting involved there as well, finding a black hole when there's no global available, much needed. If not for the gold, just for the mental stability that's going to provide right now. Sure, Nande gets the tower and the Morphling's still farming, but you know what? You just got to take some of your wins here.
Absolutely. Oh, it was actually just the two of them. Sorry, I said it was Desire going down, but of course not. Desire's able to walk off. It was just his courier. Desire let his courier go. Desire himself, he's still having a flawless game. 4-0-3. And 1600 in towards the Blink, and that's a Blink dagger on top of the Ether Lens. He's living the life here as this Rubik.
Ready to go overgrowth somebody as he holds
I mean, that's the thing. Yeah. He's just getting ultimates after ultimates. You've got to watch out for Design. He's, once he has that Blink on top of the Ether Lens, he's got the tools to do so. It's going to be terrifying what this Rubik's going to be able to hit back at Alliance in the team fights with.
They're trying to hunt Morphling right now, but they're also having the teammates come to assist.
Let's see if they can burst through Nande. Get him with the silence, but already the strength starting to build up. Skylark's been able to make the jump over to S4. And S4 attempting to step away, but Nande waveforms in. Will manage to take him down. They'll use the Stampede here to keep themselves on top of Hansken. As Monaspa, they will quickly punish that move from Alliance there. Read them like a book. They knew exactly what Alliance was going to be going for. They're trying to find some sort of a window to kill off the Morphling. It didn't happen. Top lane, Ponlo also goes down. Was able to slip into the shadow round during the lasso, but was not enough to save him as it came to an end, and Wish finishes him off.
And no real chance there to get a counter kill either. So more freedom for this Bat Rider, and he's got bots, he's got Blink, and pretty well on his way towards that BKB as well, which they are just not going to have a whole lot of great options versus. If they're forced to use the Overgrowth or the Black Hole early in the engagement, then there's a good chance that Global's still going to be ready, so it's going to be pretty hard to shut him down. And yeah, he's just like having a great game. Now we got a cancel on the Overgrowth as well here with the Manta finished on that Morphling, so some of these options just being weakened here in terms of trying to lock down this Morphling and actually get the skill.
See a Desire. There's the setup. Hides around the tree line, waiting with that stolen Overgrowth. That leaves the puck no option to escape. Only a phase shift can be used, but no chance to jump away to an orb. Desire continuing to flex this game. 6-0-3. And you can tell he is just hungry for this continuation of ultimates that he's going to be able to steal and play with this game.
Yeah, and going for the Aether build too, and having the orb just feels so great. Like, I didn't buy a Blink, but hey, I got some mobility now. I'm ready to push out the waves of Fable. I mean, that's just so free. It's just like, it's an initiating spell. It's a great wave clearing spell. You're never sure when he's going to jump and commit on you either. And he's just been so scary this whole game.
I think Alliance, what they're going to look towards now is just going to be how things change when sort of Charlie's got his kind of core items. The Midas Maelstrom's done, so the process towards the BKB should be pretty fast with these two items speeding up his farm. Until that BKB's there, he's still not going to feel too confident turning up. We'll keep bottom Alliance. I'll look for an attempt onto the Centaur, and we'll turn up for this one. They've got the full numbers here. Alliance bringing in the numbers to make sure that there's no sort of appetite for Monaspa to turn around and try and help Skylark out. They'll let him go down. So Alliance, they'll get the kill. They'll be able to get some pressure on themselves as well with the Treants and the Eidolons. They'll take the tier 1 tower down bottom. So starting to see a bit of a glimpse of the moves that Alliance can make, despite being knocked down pretty hard in the opening stages of this game.
Yeah, it's generally a little disappointing when you have to bring like 5 heroes to get a kill like that onto an offlaner, but the fact that you're actually getting these objectives that have proved pretty much impossible to take so far is going to help them a lot. This is obviously what the plan was the whole time with this lineup, and they're just now getting it at 19 minutes, but likewise, they will get the top tier 1 tower here. At least I believe they will from Monaspa, unless they manage to ignore it. There we go. Creeps eventually work through that living armor. But the problem with 5 heroes killing the Centaur is that everyone else on the side of Monaspa was farming. Even Silencer was hitting waves while that was happening, so it's not going to have a big change in the overall net worth.
And Spartans should be pretty dead here. They'll actually pop the global on the way out, but there'll be no turning around this one. So Spartan goes down, but indeed at least got to enjoy a few waves of farm there as the solo Silencer support.
Yeah, I'm not sure why he went global. I don't know if he was expecting that Skylark would also like ulti and save him or something, but it was not the case.
I mean, maybe it's one of those sort of bluff plays, right? You know, if he pops the global, maybe then Alliance are like, wait, if he's using global, there must be a whole team ready to engage on us. We got to leave the Silencer alone. But unfortunately for Spartan, that did not work out this time.
Well, they're going to fan out the Treants here and see if they can figure out exactly what Monaspa are up to. Send them up on the high grounds. They have 1 ward near the Radiant Ancients. They've got 1 on their own side defensively. But Roche is not a very easy exercise for them to go for here on the side of Alliance. They kind of just got to maybe defend the pit and hope that they can set up with something with an invis tree. But it does not feel like they're ready to force a full-on team fight quite yet. Things are getting better, though. I mean, it was looking worse than this. You know, they've actually managed to stabilize a little bit. Monaspa's not just like running around with total disregard for anything the Lions are doing and just running them all over. Of course, I say that, and Wish just jumps immediately onto Charlie.
TP out's not going to make it. Lasso's at the ready.
Oh,
Wish able to finish off the kill, and at the same time, whilst that pickoff's happening, the rest of Monaspa starting to enter the jungle of Alliance. Not quite able to get the Who Stomp, try and quick with the phase shift, and maybe now look for the turnaround. They get the Dream Coil into the Fear, pushing back onto the 2 of them. Design, Nande trying to come in from the side. There's the Black Hole from S4, lays it down on the both of them. Will there be enough to set up to kill off Spartan? See the Overgrowth used to try and control Nande. So have got anything else to throw at this Morphling? Doesn't look like it. So Nande should be able to sneak away with the waveform. Still though, Skylark just standing strong here on the high ground, not feeling any sort of threat here from the remaining Alliance's heroes. Alliance gets something, but still having to use the Black Hole and only getting the Silencer doesn't feel the greatest. They're really going to want more out of this, but as you can see with the Pipe and the Vanguard, Skylark just a bit too tanky for Alliance to kind of just easily tackle unless they bring in the full 5-man.
Join able to just escape right after. There is a blink tag enough finish though on S4, so he has his chance. He knows that they need the big plays.
And talking of big plays, of course, Desire, he did get that Black Hole picked up in the last fight, so they got to watch out for that one, Alliance. He's going to be ready to drop that down on them.
Dire scanning Roche right now, thinking they might be inside. As Spartan was near the pit activating it, but they just end up jumping on a pawn low.
I mean, they could go for Roche here for sure, Monaspa. They've got the Morph, and as I say, Desire with the threat of the stolen Black Hole. I don't think Alliance is going to be stepping anywhere near this, and if they do, I don't see them getting away with pushing Monaspa out of this. There's a Black Hole on the Rubik, and Spartan's got his Global Silence ready to go. It should be a free Roche from Monaspa.
Yeah, and of course, Wish still has a 9-second BKB, so he's feeling pretty confident about just moving around by himself. We actually saw a line drawn from Spartan towards that bottom part of the jungle. They know that Alliance are down here, so perhaps some considerations of attempting to come and gank them here as they're starting to amass some forces, but the Aegis is handed off to Nande, and he'll also have quite a bit of freedom if he wants to start farming around right now as he picks up a couple Clarities and 3 of the components of the Aghanims. So he's just waiting on the point booster next.
Let's see what they want to do now with this Aegis. I mean, Monaspa Doesn't feel like they're under too much pressure to force too much at this stage of the game. Obviously, as you can see with the numbers, Alliance, for some moments past, they are closing the gap. Alliance, for as rough as a start as they had in the laning stage, they are catching back up, or at least leveling out, as you can see, in farm. Maybe something that Monaspa will feel and may sort of lead them to try and get some objectives taken aggressively with this Aegis, as you may be able to sense that Alliance are indeed starting to close that gap a little bit with the passing minutes.
Yeah, I mean, I have definitely seen some pretty huge comebacks in my day. Yeah. It is not out of the realm.
See here, in the mid, just dropped the black hole there. Desire was trying to just put a stop to that fear that was going to be coming in from Ponlo. It didn't matter either way, stops that, but the rest of Alliance are able to kill him off. And Global Silence was used. So
yeah, and
despite the fact that Monaspa had the Aegis, Alliance might be able to look to do something with this bit of time. You know, straight away, down towards the bottom tier 2 tower. Alliance feel that there's, you know, sort of a couple of those threats eliminated. That they can still continue to try and push the aggression with this lineup that wants to do this, wants to take these towers.
Yeah, I think mid-tier 1 was also pretty tempting, but I love the commitment to just go down here. Morphling still strong on the top tower, does eventually take it down. But Skylark, I guess. Oh, Wish, though.
Yeah, he's got the grab. In there onto Polo. Polo's going to try and TP out, but the burn of the Firefly, too much for the poor old Dark Willow to withstand.
Nande, though, of course, protected by this Aegis, so he pushes this out. See how much they want to stay down here on the side of Alliance.
Oh, Skylark. Just going to blink on S4, but S4 quick with the fingers. Blink back.
Johnson steals his courier. Skylark just total disregard here. Just walking into them.
Can they? No, he's going to have backup from Wish. They can't go onto this Centaur. Well, drop the Nature's Wrath. Already in the trees. Wish is trying to scout S4. Nande and Desire, they're heading straight for him. As they get him with the telekinesis, blow up the Enigma. S4 falls.
He was trying to blink, but the stolen brambles hit him. Like, he was just... Ah, that was so close. Desire is just way too good this game. Finally had that fall in the river, as he was forced to use sort of a suboptimal black hole there because he was being pressured, and also ended up wasting the global silence, but still. Yeah, a fantastic game on this Rubik, and now the question is, what else they want to do with this Aegis? They're going to start pressuring this bottom tier 2. It's looking pretty free right now.
Dire's bottom tower has
They'll
fallen.
be able to take that, no questions asked.
Is under attack.
Tier 2 off the map. Still a minute and a half on Nande's Aegis. See which lane they want to swing over towards next. For now, Wish cleaning up the top lane. Now over in the mid, Nande, Skylark are ready to bring in the pressure here. And with Spartan right behind them. Global Silence back up. Charlie's next time's done. He has got the full Glype in it. That additional bit of control that maybe what they require to... I mean, still threatening the Centaur kind of seems out of the question. Skylark very, very tanky at this point, but at least maybe something that could trip up Nande past his Aegis expiring, and he has used the Manta aggressively. Oh, see them get the grab here, and it's a deep one. Wish just straight up to the high ground. Jumps in, drags S4 out of the base. Alliance, they will realize that they got eyes on us up there, and they did indeed. Monaspa definitely making that wall pay off, though. Quick elimination of S4. That will set up for Monaspa to use these kind of final seconds of the Aegis to put some pressure onto the high ground.
Can't even deward it, though. I mean, they try, but not able to even get close enough right now, so still helping to protect this push. We'll have the second glyph after, as it is going to be the first tier 3, but I don't see why they wouldn't stick around here as they're shepherding another wave towards this tower. Only 13 seconds left on the Aegis. Perhaps they could find something perfect.
Let's have a look. They'll have S4 back up. All ultimates at the ready. So you get the quick jump. Dream Coil onto the two of them. Try and focus towards Nande, but there's the global from Spartan, and now ready for the turnaround. Skylark trying to step up. S4 drops down the Midnight Pulse. Hands again falling low. Charlie with the BKB stepping back, turns around with the Sprout to control Skylark, but in the middle, Nande waveforms in aggressively on towards S4. That's the Enigma out of the fight, and of course no buyback available on him as well. Ponlo and Hansken to fall out to the side. Charlie gets caught in the root.
Well,
There's 4 dead on Alliance. Monaspa, they'll continue the push, get back to work on the mid set of Rax.
yeah, he's Dark Willow. So you guys remember when you would combo was on your same team? How about on the enemy team, you know? Buy eggs, be Willow, throw damage. This is... we've hit the point where you don't want to fight this Morphling.
These Rax not going to be standing for long. See the jump here from Chuan, but immediately taken out by Desire, tripping him up there with the stolen waning rift. This mid-Rax is gone. The items continue to fly up for Monaspa. Full Lotus done on Skylark. I believe Nande's got his completed Satanic on the way. There's also a Paladin sword available as well for them on the side of Monaspa if Nande wants to buff up that lifesteal even more for himself. And we'll catch this replay again. This attempt from Alliance to try and pull a fight together. They get a bit of a jump, but Global comes out, and S4 just not able to find any sort of position or chance to drop a black hole in the situation.
Yeah, and then just looking, trying to find that Dark Willow. Gets the copy over, and there you can see it, right? The Aghanim's form Dark Willow just slapping down the damage. It's pretty free for the old Morphling. And, I mean, Alliance, they're still sticking it out here. They're going to see if they can just find, like, one more play here. But it's so hard when this Morphling is so far ahead and you don't feel you have the traditional carry. That's a big stomp.
S4, he's got the black hole onto the 2 of them, but it's
nice
2 tanky
angle.
boys and already over to the side. Wish is able to jump over, get the lasso off to cancel the black hole. Triple kill for Wish. Buybacks are coming out from Alliance, but I don't know if they'll be turning around this fight as Wish. He's just running them over. Desire snipes Chuan there with the Fade Bolt. As 32-9, 20k lead, Monaspa very much feeling like they're on the verge of being able to shut this game 1 down.
That was beautiful. Well, what a lovely lasso, too. Obviously, not really a spell that you think of as countering on the Enigma, but you got yourself an Octarine Core. Yeah, you got a couple choices there with that cast range. Now, like, you see this Enigma in this tree, like, hiding next to the base. Typically a scary sight. They don't have their ultis, but I don't care. Go ahead. You guys can sit there all you want. We're going to take your base.
There's the jump again, Skylark. Straight over the hoof stomp onto S4. S4's going to try and step away. He has got the grease ready to pop, but he's not able to pop him in time, or at least doesn't manage to. Gets burst by the double edge. Skylark will get caught in the Sprout. See if Charlie's got enough damage to bring this man down. I mean, Nande and Spartan are ready to help by his side. And indeed, Skylark's still alive. Chuan tries to jump over the orb to finish him off, but he cannot kill him. And into the base, Nande is ready to dive the fountain. He's in, gets the triple, gets the ultra kill. Cleaning up Alliance in their fountain. 37-9. GG is called. Monaspa with a fantastic showing here at the opening of Division 2. And Alliance, this is pretty much the opposite of what they wanted to do here, Trent. You know, they turn up with this new squad, their first...